Okay, Oobleck Lab. I got cornstarch, water, a bowl to mix it. I'm also going to use a pan as well. A bunch of different things. We have a plastic knife. We have a golf ball. We have a plastic ball here as well. We have a hammer. We have a spoon, things like that. So the first thing we want to do is you want to mix it. So I have a cup full here. I'm only going to do about maybe 3/4 of it, half to 3/4. So that I have some extra in case I overwater my mixture. Okay, this part takes the most, so don't pour too much water in at once. It's not really a 50-50 mix. Again, we want that pancake batter, yogurt. You want it to feel rough, like hard to move with your hands, but then also runs like a liquid. So. It takes a lot of muscle to move it. So here it's starting to do that. It's a little runny, so I might have to add a little bit more cornstarch. It's kind of just, is that really a true recipe? Just kind of want it to, you want it to flow like a liquid when it moves on its own, so you'll see it just moves like a liquid, but when I press hard on it, it actually feels like a solid, like it doesn't want to move. Okay, so I think it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, kind of show you what's happening. So again, it looks like a liquid. Then when I go to push my hands through it, it kind of gets stuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into a pan, make it a little bit easier to do the tests on. So again, it flows nice like a liquid. Then you can see it kind of stops and forms a solid as I add a force to it or pressure to it. Okay. So the first test is to smack it with your hand. Okay, Harrison, you want to come hit the oobleck? Come up here. You want to come sit up here?
No.
No? Do you want to hit it?
No.
You want to hit it with a hammer? Hit it hard. So usually when you would hit something that's a liquid with a hammer, it would splatter. So again, if I hit with my hand, it should splatter. I get nothing, no splatter. Okay, so it doesn't splatter like a liquid. My hands a little bit. This part. Okay, another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and cut it with a knife. So this lovely plastic knife, this belongs to Harrison. Okay, I'm gonna check the video because this is where, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and slice it with a knife. Look what's happening. I try to cut it with a knife, nothing is happening. What about if I try to pick it up with a spoon, a little side one? Oh. Okay, I'm able to kind of lift it up, but not very easily. I need it. Can you drop this? Can you drop it in the oobleck for mommy? Yeah, can you drop the oobleck in the thing? Oh, lost my golf ball. Okay, I do kind of have a backup one just in case because someone's obsessed with golf balls. It's a plastic one, so it's not as dense as an actual golf ball. But again, something heavier when it hits a liquid should splatter. So for example, if I were to use my water, it splattered. Couldn't really tell so much, but it splats. Okay. So here we go. Do a little sliding with it. Ready? Nothing. Just like the hammer in the hand. Nothing. Okay. Next, what we need to do is try to make it into a ball. So we'll look into a ball. So I'm going to try and grab a handful. I'm gonna roll it like it's Play-Doh, and I can make a ball. Add more. Nope. As soon as I try to make it into a ball, and I let go of it, it melts back in my hand. Same thing if I ever try to make the worm. You know, you make a worm and you kind of like rub your hands together with Play-Doh. Okay, it's working. I can feel it. It's kind of making that tubular shape. And what happens as soon as I let go. I kind of see it in my hand right there, a tube. It just melts. So I was able to form that ball and that worm as I added a pressure to it as a force. But as soon as that force left, it disappeared and formed a liquid. So let's say I can squeeze it. Kind of formed the solid in my hand right there, and then now it's melting as soon as it is done. So again, mess around with it as much as you want. Run different tests if you have this at home. Again, dropping something heavy or smacking it, it does not splatter. It kind of feels like a solid, like you're hitting your hand on almost like a wax or something like that, where it doesn't splatter, a hard wax. Dropping something heavy did not splatter. It does move like a liquid when you kind of just let it flow on its own. Hard to see. And again, when you try to pull it in your hand, as you're forcing it, you can kind of make it into a shape, but as soon as you release your hand, it makes a liquid and it just flows like a liquid. Okay? So that is Oobleck. Have a nice day.